Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting Friday of iiRcade Gamedaze Live. I'm your host, Michael, producer at iiRcade, and we're here to talk about games, do Q&A, developer discussions, and I know everybody's looking forward to Scaleboy today, right? So let's jump on in. So this week, right, on Tuesday, we had Bash go in. We saw Billy from Bash Gaming Studios, which was amazing. They released Time Killers, so I hope you guys have been enjoying just severing limbs nonstop, playing all your fantastic fighting action there too. Figuring out the special moves and all that too. The game has a lot of depth, trust me on that one too. 8 different characters to play, tons of maps to choose from, tons of decapitations. You can fight with your head, you can fight with your left arm, your right arm, your legs. It's all good. On top of that, just keep in mind too, just a heads up, the sale for summer is ending on Monday, right? So Labor Day is Monday. The summer sale is ending then. The back to school sale ends on Labor Day, so on Monday. So if you're looking to pick up an iiRcade, now is your last chance through the weekend. So once Monday rolls around, sale's gone, that's it. So $100 off, gone, free shipping, gone. Well, free shipping, interesting. But yeah, so let's get things started actually today with a little bit of Q&A first, actually. So if you guys have any questions right now before I kind of kick all this stuff off, let's go ahead and post them in the chat. Give me your questions. Put some asterisks in there. Whatever you guys want to ask me about the games, about iiRcade, let's do it now. Get things out of the way. Let's see here. Comments. Also, I do want to point out that it is hard to find all the questions in the chat sometimes too, so please do make it a little bit apparent. I rewatch these things sometimes, and it's really hard to notice like certain questions I just see like don't get posted for some reason on my end. So it's kind of hard to sort through everything all the time too. Yes, Kev. Bye. That is exactly right. Oh, sorry about that. I just posted. All right, question. Can you detonate Scaleboy now? Technically speaking, yes, I could. Let's wait. Let's wait a little bit, though, and see what happens with that one. Incoming other than Scaleboy today. So, no, unfortunately not, probably, at least. Let's keep it at that. We did release, remember, Time Killers this week, too. So that was our other launch title this week, too. It just released on Tuesday instead of Friday. Let me see here. When's the Star Wars trilogy coming out? I don't know. You tell me. When is the next round of leaderboards coming? Interesting question. So hard to say actually on that one, but in case you haven't noticed, some games are starting to release with the leaderboards out the gate. So that's kind of sort of how it is going forward. Games that don't have leaderboards currently too are still being worked on in the back end as well too. I don't know exactly when those are going to be rolled out. We're looking into those though. Those are a little bit finicky sometimes is the problem with them. So finding those scores, locating them in a lot of these older games can be a little bit tricky. Not all of them are going to be available. That's just kind of how it is, just how the games are programmed. We can't really do anything about that. So that's how that works out. Not really sure when the next round is going to come out. Just stay tuned on that one. But we'll keep releasing the games. As more and more games release, they will keep kind of continuously rolling out too. There probably won't be like another massive 54 game spree and stuff like that too. You might have like little bunches here and there kind of, and we'll announce those as they come too. Last week we released P47 Aces as well too. That released with a leaderboard intact as well too. If you're looking for more shooters and shmups with global leaderboards, P47 Aces now in store from last week. Let me see, what other questions do we have right now? Okay, there's actually a lot. Oh, that is not what I was looking to click. Sorry, my thing is scrolling through. Leaderboard fix for multiple caps. So not right now. We're looking into it. That's going to take a little bit. It's not an instant fix. It's not an easy fix for us to do too. So in case you guys are wondering what 128K Games is talking about, leaderboards for global leaderboards are filtered currently by IP address, so IP and ISP. So basically, if you have multiple cabs in the house, you're only going to be able to post one score. So that's intended, right? So that you can't just flood a leaderboard if you have multiple machines. Like we have over 30 machines here. I can flood an entire leaderboard myself if I'm good enough, right? So we wanted to prevent that from happening. So we did our best to filter first off by IP address, basically. So that's working great so far. It's a very rare case with so far one person, right, who has 2 machines in the house, but also has 2 different accounts, which is kind of a rare anomaly. It just doesn't happen, at least not right off the bat right now, since we're still early on too. We didn't really expect it to happen so quickly. So we are trying to filter by account name, but that's a lot harder on the back end to do than just specifically IP. You wouldn't think it would be, trust me, it is. So it's going to take some time to fix that. But I'd like to kind of connect as much stuff to the account as possible so that you can just sort of always just, everything is just connected to your account and that's it, no matter what, if it's leaderboards or something else entirely too. So we're working on that. We're looking into that. But yes, if you do have multiple cabs, I mean, it's a leaderboard though too. Just get good. If you're competing against each other, you got to be the higher score to post it, right? So that's kind of how leaderboards work. So it's not a huge issue, but yes, we are looking into that. Let's keep going here on these questions. Let me see here. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to scroll through. You can set up a VPN if you really want to as well too. Let me see. Okay, it is extremely hard to do this. Please post a ton of asterisks in front of your questions so that I can actually see them. I know they exist in here. Let me see. I did see a question, I think, about Truxton as well, too. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see here. Yes, power does come back on. We've talked about this before, too. So power is connected power is connected through the device. So once you plug it in, it's meant to immediately turn on. I know if you're in a surging power area, it can be a little bit difficult. Again, these machines don't vamp a lot of power. So even if they last for, weeks and weeks on end, they're not really going to be adding too much to your power bill. Trust me on that one. I do it here all the time. So, and on top of that too, you don't have to worry about screen burn or things like that too if it's sitting on the same screen. So no worries there if it's sitting on for like multiple days at a time stuff too. Definitely power cycle from time to time. It always helps no matter what. So, but you can leave it on for weeks and weeks because we do it here all the time. We have to test that as well too. So that's part of our QA and stuff. So that happens. But yes, I totally hear you, and that's sort of more of a hardware issue. So we are looking into that as well to change that in the future, to specifically be able to turn it on just with the power button, not just plugging it in, or if you have a power surge, right, when the power comes back on, it's the same thing as unplugging and replugging it. So let's keep going here. Update on Rastin elevator action. We're working on it. Again, we talked about this a little bit last week too with companies like that. With bigger licenses like that too, it just takes some time. Not because the games aren't necessarily working or anything on the system, it just takes a little while to get everything approved. So you have to jump through the right channels. Everything is done fully legally here, fully licensed titles, right? So we do have a lot of hoops to jump through in terms of a lot of these old school games especially. So it's just a process. It just takes time, but it'll get there. Don't worry. I can't really update you on when the exact date's going to be, but soon. Don't you worry on that one. It'll be sooner than you think. It'll be before the holidays probably, right? So I would hope so at least. Let's see what else we got going on here in this chat. Not quite sure. So I did want to talk a little bit here. Let's jump off of that here too. Let's jump back to time killers a little bit from Tuesday because I definitely wanted to talk about that. Should have time killers going on this screen. There we go. Perfect because I got a lot of screens right now. So time killers is totally out right now. Actually, I'm sorry. This is not my time killer screen. This is my time killer screen. There we go. So, in case you guys missed Tuesday, Time Killer is announced and out. It's launched. It's a bloody, brutal game. So, beat up, dismember, behead your friends left and right. I did here. Hopefully, we can see some other people who are good at dismembering and breaking off limbs and things like that too. So, I'd like to actually welcome to the stream Mr. Warhorse, can you hear me? You good to go?
Yeah, what's up? How you doing? Can you hear me? Hear me good?
I should probably have a headset on because I can't actually hear you on my end, which was a mistake on my side.
Why you fool? Why did you mess that up?
Get here. I will try not to echo.
Here, I take time out of my busy schedule to come onto the stream. You don't even have yourself prepared. It's ridiculous. It's also that I think I'm taking that sign home with me.
There we go.
I don't know if you can hear me or not. Don't let him
I
hear
can
that.
now, actually. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying nothing how great it is to be back at the lair, and I'm excited to be here. And I'm definitely not taking that sign that's sitting right behind me. Don't worry about that. That sign will be here when I leave, but it may vanish later on. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Okay. Good to know. I'll keep an eye out for that, too. I've got a sign here, too.
Yeah.
You can take this one if you want.
That'll be, I might. I'll think about it. I mean, not that I was going to take this one or anything. But anyways, what are we talking about today? I showed up late. I pulled up late. I woke up at 9 a.m., realized I was going to be about an hour behind schedule. So what am I missing? What's going on?
So we're still talking Tuesday a little bit, right? So we're still kind of recapping the games. So Time Killers came out on Tuesday, right?
Okay.
Have you played it yet?
It's a great way to kill time, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, it's a game that you're totally gonna love if you haven't touched it yet, especially because you're used to dismembering people, ripping off limbs, cutting off heads. I know you do that in the ring all the time.
Beautiful. Mwah. Music to my ears, you know what I mean? Like the voice of an angel, but an angel that's getting, gutted by a chainsaw or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I see you got somebody next to you there too. Let's actually.
Yeah, that's none of your business.
It's none of my business.
I guess you can introduce him. I brought someone because I was running late. I needed somebody to make sure I stuck to a schedule and make sure I was on time and make sure I watched my mouth while I'm here. So I brought my buddy. Go ahead.
That's music to a producer's ears like mine. On schedule, on time. Oh my gosh.
I mean, we were late still, but that's my fault.
That's okay.
What are you gonna do?
Close enough. Traffic happens. I get it. But let's welcome to the stream, Dan the Dad. Welcome.
Yeah. We did our best to get here on time. We honestly made good time on the highway. Best time we've made in a long time. But when Warhorse wakes up an hour late, there's only so much you can do, only so much time you can shave off. But I'm glad to be here checking out iiRcade. Tons of cool games that I'm definitely going to be
for a while, because anything when it comes to like retro gaming, anything that reminds me of my childhood, I'm all for. Just want to make sure Warhorse has his homework done before playing with his machine at home. We've been trying to limit his screen time just a little bit, but
it's ridiculous. It's absurd.
It is. It's absurd that you don't own an iiRcade.
How am I supposed to kill time without time killers? Makes no sense. It's impossible. I've tried it.
See, this is why limb dismemberment, beheading, things like that. That's what it's here for. That's why we do it.
Somebody says you got an echo going on. What did you do?
Right.
You better fix it. Yep. Technical difficulties. Shut it down. Stream's over. Too much echo.
I think we're good now. Are we good now on the echo?
I always seem to struggle with technology, so.
Okay. I think I got the echo covered. There we go. Yeah, I cut your mic off on stream. That's why. So.
All good.
You guys get one mic in there?
That's how it's we got one mic, two people. I'm louder than he is, so it's probably going to reverb off of me. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
All right.
When is the wrestling match between us? When are we wrestling?
When are we wrestling? No, when am I putting you to sleep is the question. I'm going to choke you out, and then I'm going to go take a nap, and then I'm going to be an hour late to my next live stream.
Perfect. I'll be there just to sleep, apparently, right? So
You'll be there physically, but not spiritually. Your spirit,
But
I'm going to grab it back down, James. I need to wake you up, catch you up again.
Can I design my face paint? Can I do that too? That's what I want to do. I at least want to look good while I'm passing out.
I mean, you can pick it out of a coloring book for all I care. That's
Perfect.
Fine. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got.
I told you to mind your manners. We've been having some problems with this at home. He's been mighty disrespectful lately, so I apologize.
I got to stick to what I'm good at.
iiRcade staff.
I'm good at it.
With this young hooligan.
I'm good at being disrespectful and talking over people. As you can tell, I got to stick to what I'm good at.
That's true.
So this is a great question, actually, we got in the chat, too, from Don. So is Retromania Wrestling going to patch out Warhorse?
Oh, so what does that mean? Question. Like get rid of me, or like give me more patches for my vests?
That's a great
Or like
question.
make an actual Warhorse patch that you can put on your own vest? Because I think that's a good idea, too.
There we go. Confirmed. DLC Warhorse patch is coming. That's it.
Yes. Is it confirmed? Did we do it? We did it. We're good.
That's all you have to do to confirm new content.
Today was a good day.
If you just confirm it, then Retromania will be forced to make good on that promise. So
that's true.
Say whatever you want, Warhorse.
Facts are facts. What else can I add to Retromania while we're here? We got to make Jong a DLC character for iiRcade so that way I can smash him and bash him real good for slandering my good name on all these streams. You think I don't hear you, Jong? You're not here today. That's because you're scared, whimpering in a closet crying.
That's true. This is the day that you can talk as much smack about Jong as you want, and he cannot rebuttal whatsoever. So
don't need to twist my arm about it, dude. It's happening.
Jong's a very sweet man. I don't appreciate any of this Jong slander, to be perfectly honest. He's been nothing but sweet to both of us since we got here.
Question.
Sure.
When is Jong Pong coming out?
So it's coming. It's coming along. So I'm kind of a busy guy. I got to work outside of work, and then that's also work outside of work, right? So it takes me some time. But I can tell you that I actually stayed up until about 3 a.m. last night working on it. So
I can make some recommendations, okay? What I'm thinking is each paddle that's going up and down the screen like this is maybe Jong's head. And if you need to get like mocap, I can just go find Jong and pop his head right off and give it to you. And you can use that for the mocap. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see. Maybe I'll give you a sneak peek later on after the live stream, Warhorse, and show you exactly what's going on with Jong Pong.
Give me the goods. I need it.
Yeah, I got some surprises for everybody when that game releases. Don't you worry. It's not quite the game you think it is right now. Or not. I think it's going to live up to expectation a little bit higher at least.
Oh, all right. Setting that bar pretty high, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to keep talking that game up until it releases. Warhorse made Jong Pong. That's right, Chris. Warhorse has made Jong Pong. That wasn't me at all.
The ball turns into fire and everything burns and everybody dies and then I go to sleep and I'm happy.
I prefer traditional Pong myself, but you kids do whatever you want.
We did talk about putting a Warhorse mode in potentially, so that's on the.
Oh man, that'd be killer.
Don't you worry. I'm just gonna have to license it through you.
That's easy. I'll sign my name on anything. I go to Dollar Tree and purchase glasses and just scribble Warhorse on them and sell those for $5 a pop. You think I won't sign off on Jong Pong? Come on.
So yes, if you guys haven't played Time Killers yet, definitely check out Time Killers because it is literally the perfect game, especially for you, Warhorse. I can't believe you haven't played it yet. It's just pure dismemberment. You can just lose all your limbs and just start headbutting people. It's amazing.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah. All right. Let's get on to actually our next topic, which would be Scaleboy, right? So Scaleboy is going to release today, right? It hasn't released quite yet. Warhorse, I don't know if you watched the stream last Friday, but I got to announce Scaleboy last Friday.
I've been too busy kicking ass, you know.
That's fair.
Sorry, I gotta watch my mouth. My bad. Bossing butt is the appropriate version of that. So I've been too busy bossing butt on the weekends. I haven't had time to play my iiRcade at all lately. So I'm glad I came on the stream so you can fill me in on all the good details. So tell me more about what is it called?
So Time Killers, first off, absolutely. But after Time Killers, you got to check out Scaleboy today for sure because it's a full-length RPG that's going to release today on the show today. We're going to detonate it. On top of that, it's like ridiculous amount of hours long. We have the refractored version, which means you have co-op in there. You've got plenty of other features. You've got an entire New Game Plus storyline that you can follow along. Makes all the bosses harder, things like that too, extra features. There's an endless dungeon that was added and a submarine. It's ridiculous.
I love it. So I was actually telling Dan on the drive up here, old dad pants over here. I was telling him about how fun it is to play RPGs on the iiRcade. I've already finished Chronicles of Ys, Volume 1. I finished Evoland and Evoland 2, and I had a hell of a time playing Reventure 2. So I've played some good RPGs on this platform, and I guess I'm going to have to shake down Jong and make him give me this one too.
That's true. Absolutely. So you're like me, an RPG fanatic. Okay, I get it. That means that you'll actually like our games you might have missed today. Because one of them in particular, I'll even show off right now, is Dark Seal 1 and 2, in case you haven't played it.
Wait. I think you just showed footage and brother was spinning the mace around, right?
That would be it.
I did. I did get that one. I was just telling him about it too.
So it's not about an evil aquatic mammal.
He can be evil.
Is that what the dark seal an evil seal or no?
That is awful.
This is Dark Seal.
See,
or
there's no
in the US, if you want to call it Gate of Doom, it's also called the Gate of Doom. In Dark Seal 2, we've also got that one. That's going to be Wizard Fire in the US if you really want that. But Dark Seal sounds so much cooler than Gate of Doom and Wizard Fire. I don't know why.
So
we kept that name.
When I played this one, I loved the features of the iiRcade because, I died a lot, so I just kept spamming the coin button and basically forced my way to the end of the game to ensure that I got the full real experience of dropping $20 to beat it. But so far I've been able to make it through stage 1 and about halfway through stage 2 without losing a life. I've gotten pretty good at it.
So this is a game that we're hopefully going to get leaderboards for soon, because I would love to see that competition going on, especially on 1 quarter, because this game does reset when you die, I'm pretty sure, for points. So,
yes.
But the fact that it's got classic RPG elements and stuff like that too, it's that isometric view like Diablo and stuff, that's why this game is fantastic.
Yeah, when are we getting Diablo 2 on the iiRcade?
Whenever Blizzard wants to sign up, I welcome that one.
You want me to go shake them down after I get done holding up?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Can you shake them down for me?
Yeah.
If you just confirm it right now, Warhorse, they'll be forced to do it. So
Ooh, I don't have to drop a couple of dice before I can confirm that one.
This would be Darkseal 2. You can see the dragon and everything there too. So you played Darkseal 2 as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I played Dark Seals 2. Dark Seals. No, there's one seal. Dark Seal 2. Played that one, and that's the one I was spamming quarters on.
Nice. So, what's your favorite game so far on iiRcade, Warriors?
My favorite game? I had so much fun playing Evoland 2.
Okay.
It was the characters are actually like well thought out and whatnot. I don't know if you guys have played it. Have you played it? I'm sure you played it. Yeah, you programmed it, yeah? Like to fit the platform and whatnot.
I've played every game on the iiRcade.
Oh, lucky. Anyways, so it changes its play style to where sometimes it'll be like a first-person shooter, sometimes it'll be a side scroller, sometimes it'll be a platformer, sometimes it'll be a Guitar Hero mode.
Yep.
Sometimes it's a strategy-based, turn-based RPG type thing. It just keeps shifting and shifting, but it still fits the theme of whatever it's going for. The first one's all right. First one is a little more like everything's on the nose and stuff. The second one, good story, good graphics, and the cool thing is you go through time. So it'll start out, it looks like a Game Boy, and then it'll shift to NES-style graphics, then it'll shift to Super Nintendo graphics, then it'll shift to 3D, and you have to bounce back and forth between time zones, and it's great. It's just a fun experience, and it's different than anything else I've ever played. Whether it's on the iiRcade or not, overall, all my games that I've ever played, it's definitely different than anything I've played, and I've had a ton of fun playing it.
Yeah. The second Evoland 2 actually has an entire course that's, I forget what the side quest is, but it's actually Double Dragon to a T. Like the characters and stuff are all the same, and it's the same play style, in case you haven't hit that spot yet.
Man, I'll have to check that out.
So you can play Double Dragon within Evoland 2. It's pretty ridiculous. That game is just absurd.
Spamming quarters on Double Dragon whenever I first got the iiRcade as well. Because, I get hit a lot. Can't help it.
So our second game then too, you might like this one as well too, because it's actually another RPG, but it's a JRPG.
Okay.
Here's Revolute. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's got a phenomenal soundtrack. It's got that classic JRPG gameplay. If I can actually scroll on this computer, it would be fantastic. Let's get that gameplay footage up there. There you go. So this is Tears Revolute. So this actually released, this was one of our first releases actually. I think it was in the initial batch back in December 24th, back on Christmas Eve when I first launched the store with everybody, so it's been a while. So we can actually jump ahead here to a little bit more gameplay. There we go. So a different style RPG for everybody, in case you haven't checked it out. Tears Revolute. It's a tiny little dungeon crawler and stuff like that too. This game has tons and tons of hours of gameplay, but so you're scrolling around dungeons and fields and things like that too, walking around until you hit them in that classic kind of Pokemon style too, and then you'll battle just like this. There you go. So it's a turn-based combat game, and just classic JRPG tropes.
So, question. Mm-hmm. Now I know the original gameplay was probably on a handheld controller, and it looked like the footage was going through that options menu pretty smooth. Are we going to be able to go that smooth with the iiRcade?
Yeah, this is the iiRcade version. This is a version this is literally the game on our kit. So we filmed these directly from the kits themselves. So all the videos and stuff that you see like on the show and stuff, those are actually filmed all from our actual devices, right, with HDMI out. So same thing with the YouTube videos. You can see the hands and stuff in there too. That's one-to-one how they're playing on it. So, yep, this is exactly how the game looks, touches, feels, whatever you want, sounds, all on the iiRcade.
See, Dan was actually going to apply to be a hand model for you guys. He was just real shy about asking.
We're always looking for hand models, of course, for iiRcade. Clearly, you guys
If you need
we have so many
somebody with
demos,
some beautiful
hundreds of
hands
demos.
to just stand there and play these games, and you're just gonna sell machines simply because I've got nice hands. I moisturize. I do everything right. So please, I need the work. I'm desperate in this economy, but please let me be your fingers in the video. You like that one?
I can't
You're the one who brought it up.
Right
I don't know what you're looking at me for.
I brought it up because you have beautiful moisturized fingers, obviously.
Well, there they go. There they are right there.
In case you guys didn't know,
Look
at
at those
iiRcade,
puppies.
we sell moisturizer now, too.
Did you see those ivory ticklers?
I can't. I gotta see them. Let me see. I
Right
feel like I
here,
need
right
to see
here.
these hands.
Look at that.
Oh, my gosh.
You kidding me?
Look at that.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. In case you need a job,
Sorry,
you always need
I'll
people
keep
to
them.
record
I'll keep
hands.
them off the camera for a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's too distracting.
So we always do 3 games you might have missed, too, in case you haven't started watching the game day shows on Fridays yet, Warhorse. So, of course, I got to pick a classic title from a third title.
All right.
Chameleon.
Ooh.
Come a chameleon.
Exactly.
All
I
right.
wish it
was
had
the
that song in
inspiration
it.
for the song.
It doesn't,
Oh.
but it still does have that classic music. So this is an extremely old game, too. Extremely classic game from, I believe, 1977. I could be wrong on that one. I got to look it up again. However, this game plays fantastically on the iiRcade. So you play as a little chameleon. He's going around there, climbing. You can see him on the bottom of the screen there, eating all the eggs. And then if you get hit by the chickens, you're stealing their eggs, so they're clearly mad at you right now, too. Climbing around. And then you can actually use your tongue to stun and also eat eggs, too. You can climb with your tongue as well, too.
Man, how old is this game?
This game is over 30 years old now.
Wow, that's pretty advanced for you to have like a game back in the 70s where you're just the bad guy. That's
so
ahead
this
of
game,
its time, right?
This was a classic, like, 80s kind of style, like really early 80s kind of game, right?
Yeah, but you're eating all their eggs. They're definitely in the right to beat you up, you know?
It's true. Absolutely. They're angrier than the
Wild.
chickens in Zelda.
Wild.
But yes, so all of these games, by the way, everybody, these are going to be in the featured games section on the store, so you can pick them up real easy. So all the games you might have missed that are on the show today, so Tears of Revolute, Chameleon, along with Dark Souls 1 and 2, are all right there at the top of the store right now in the feature section, so you don't have to scroll anywhere and stuff like that too. So if you are interested in checking out these games right now, head on over. They're all there for you. All right. With that, done with games you might have missed. Thank gosh. So let's actually go into more Q&A. So drop us those questions, everybody. Put some asterisks in there, some question marks, so we can actually see them. Any questions for me, for iiRcade, for all the games that we're showing off today, for Scaleboy, anything for Warhorse?
No, not for Warhorse.
Always.
Are you done?
Always
Is
for
that- is
Warhorse.
your
Yeah, I'm
time
done. I'm checked out.
Anything
No,
for
I'm
Dan
just
the
kidding.
Dad,
I'll
too?
answer something. Yeah, Dan, ask him to show those hands on the screen.
No, you gotta pay me extra for that.
Yeah.
We've established that I need the work. So.
We start doing super chats on the show just for Dan's hands. That's it. We'll pay
Love
for
it.
hand flashes. All right.
So when did you start doing the
1983,
Friday
isn't it?
thing?
Yes, Shushan. I think that's actually right. I just couldn't remember it off the top of my head for Chameleon when it came out. 1983 sounds right, though.
When did you switch to the Friday show?
When did I switch to the Friday show?
Yeah.
So this is the
So we can ask
7th
questions, right?
week now.
A
This is
week?
the 7th week I've done
Oh.
it. Yeah, so it's
So
been
this
almost
is
2 months now.
fresh.
I'm getting used to it. I mean, Zhang's got like 100 plus episodes on me, so he's a little bit more seasoned as far as hosting the show goes.
Oh, yeah. I think last time I was here, I did a Friday show with Zhang. Then the next day I woke up late and I was late to Warrior Wrestling. And I had 15 minutes to go out to the meet and greet, then run back, put my gear on, then immediately run back and go wrestle. And that's what the footage that Zhang always likes to show on stream.
I didn't have time today. I wish I had more time. I wanted more footage of you, too. I was trying to get that picture, too, of you pinning Zhang. I know.
You pinned John?
No, Zhang pinned me.
John pinned you.
And I was nice,
That's right.
but he tricked me. I was bamboozled.
In what way?
And
Did he slam you?
He said, "Hey, take a nap," and I was like, "Ooh, good idea." And then he jumped on me in 1, 2, 3, and now we got to settle the score, which is why I want him in Retromania so I can beat him up on there. And then after I beat him up on there, I'm gonna be playing him as he's playing him.
I want
I'm
John.
gonna slam his head into the arcade.
I want Jong and Windjammers. We were just talking about that when we came to the building here. He said he's a big fan, and I'm a huge Windjammers guy. So as soon as we're done here, me and Jong are going to go head to head in some Windjammers for sure.
Yeah. You gonna go jam some wind?
I'm going to jam that wind all up inside.
It ain't gonna jam itself.
That's one of the best games you've got.
Not with these hands.
Oh man. So Everfull, sorry, I skipped your question earlier, I think, too, on Truxton. Yeah. So Truxton's still being worked on. There's one little issue in it that we're sort of having to deal with. So again, we'll get that out as soon as possible. It's not going anywhere for sure. I know you want to get your hands on it for sure. Some of these older games, though, too, when we have to make fixes into them, they just take time. And there's a lot of them that we've gotten to, right? So it's getting worked on. It is coming. It was promised. Don't you worry. It'll still be there. When exactly? I can't give you an exact date on that one, but it is still coming. Yeah. So it's in the works.
The date, Warhorse.
I can't confirm anything.
Can confirm.
Oh, Triangle Watermelon's got a question for Warhorse. Here we go. Did Warhorse bring Alex some shorts to go with his shirt?
I actually don't have any. Wait, what's the joke? Am I missing something?
I don't know.
You trying to pull a fast one on me?
I don't know. Triangle Watermelon loves to pull fast ones on everybody, too.
In
case you guys didn't know, Alec is one of our QA members. So, but
okay.
Before, but yes.
Okay, I had shirts. I didn't bring shorts. I wish I had shorts. I'm actually wearing no pants right now because I just wanted to make myself comfortable.
Can confirm that.
It's going to be really funny whenever Jong, sees the shirt later. It's going to be great.
This is slowly turning into the fashion show today, right? We're talking about shorts and shirts and hand models,
Look at this Vader shirt I got.
Oh,
this
nice.
is sweet. I love it.
I didn't even see that when you walked in earlier.
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
Good.
Let's see. What other questions do we got in the chat here as I scroll through? Ooh, that's a great question.
Oh, we can decide this right
Who'd
now.
win an arm wrestling match between Dan and Warhorse?
I don't want to hurt your feelings there, Dan.
If we can easily, we can.
Can they see it? Can they? Oh wait, they can see it.
This is the match right here. This is what Mark wanted to see.
Stop! It's a spinach. You're cheating. Stop.
Yeah.
This is what everyone wanted to see on a Friday for their arcade and game releases.
You'll never crush these hands.
You'll never jam that win with these puny baby hands.
Don't you ever talk about that to me again.
Let's call it a draw.
All right.
Let's call it.
Way too long. Going on way too long, but we're okay.
You know what? We'll settle it later, okay?
All right, perfect. We got another question for you, actually, but I kind of asked this earlier, actually. Your favorite game besides Retromania, and I believe you said Evoland.
I love Evoland 2, the sequel.
Evoland 2.
Follow-up. Evoland 1 captured my interest. Evoland 2 sold me on the whole deal. I hope they make a third one. Do you know if they're making a third one?
I don't know. I hope so, though.
Okay, tell them I'll arm wrestle them for it.
All right. If you win, they got to make it, right? And then you got to sign them up for like Evoland 4 and 5 too.
Oh, yeah. Put me in the background. I don't know. I'll be like so I was trying, Metalocalypse is coming out with a new movie. Yeah. You hear about that?
Yeah.
You know about this? Did you hear about this? I keep tweeting at them that they can just like put me in the movie and blow me up however they want. Like they can chop my head off, push me into a wood chipper or something, because they're always just like ripping people apart on there. I would gladly do that in that movie. That'd be great. So being in Evoland, I could just be like a corpse. Watch. You ready to see me do a tryout for a corpse? Ready, go. And scene. Yeah, we're good. See, I'd make a good corpse. It'd be good.
I was totally convinced he was dead.
I am an actor, a thespian, if you will. Put those hands away.
Sorry.
You got to pay for that.
This is a good question, actually. Any RPGs that are not on iiRcade that you'd like to see?
Ooh, that is a good one. You play any RPGs, Dan?
No, we established that I play Windjammers and Windjammers only.
I mean, if you like Windjammers, then you got to check out, oh my gosh, I will remember the title soon. Don't you worry.
I will definitely check that out.
Man, I need to get the sequel to Yeast is what I really need to do. So I guess what you have 1 and 2, we still need 3 through 6, yeah, for Yeast.
Yeah, the Chronicles. So
I'd love to see those jump on the platform.
Yeah, Yeast Chronicles 1 is basically collect the books, and then Yeast 2 is basically get to Yeast and then put back the books. That's how that works.
Love it. So do we have any plans for boxing games coming up or new wrestling games or anything like that?
Maybe.
Oh,
Right?
it's
Confirmed.
confirmed.
Not quite
SmackDown
confirmed
versus
yet, but
Raw
yes.
confirmed for the
We're always
iiRcade.
continuously out of the
That'd be
library,
sweet.
right? And of course, we want boxing games too. Who doesn't want a boxing game on here too?
Dude, apparently
Maybe I
Dan.
can just make a boxing game. We'll see. What I'd like to do is
You just
actually a
want- you
twin
just
stick
want
boxing
ninja.
game where you could just do punches with both joysticks, right? So left hand, right hand. You can
That
just
would be killer.
go like this the whole
So,
time. I think that'd be
What is
awesome.
it? Dead Space 2 or Dead Effect 2? Which
Dead
one is it?
Effect 2. Yep.
The controls for that, I feel like I'm piloting like a mech suit, like a Gundam or something. I love the controls. I hope more games like that come to the platform. Are there any
twin stick
other?
always are great.
Are there any other games that use that type of controls to where it's both joysticks and buttons?
Yeah. So currently, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think which other one we have right now too. We experimented with a couple of games and changed them back. I know that too. Like, oh my gosh, running gun shooters. Wow. Heavy Barrel. Heavy Barrel I experimented with, but it didn't feel proper. So we changed it back to button controls as well too for rotation. Just because it got really hard to shoot and fire at the same time that you were using both. Because the game wasn't really made for that. That game had a single joystick that rotated itself. So the controls were a little rough for that game to get used to. Oh my gosh, wait. Somebody just in the chat, Alex, thank you. Heavy Smash was what I was thinking of. Thank you. If you like Windjammers, definitely check out Heavy Smash.
I played that game
Can we
so
play it
much.
right now?
Maybe not this second.
Like literally this second.
You gotta
so I can
help
shut
me.
these off.
You gotta hold Jong's arms, and I'll hold his legs, and then we'll get it out of him.
That's Heavy Smash?
No,
This is true, yeah. Heavy Smash is basically like a intense rugby game kind of thing. But
Oh,
it's
that
really
sounds
good.
awesome.
But Bang Beat, also, that's right. Bang Beat is basically just a different version of Windjammers. So
man, I've been doing casually playing Heavy Smash, and it's. I think you're right with the explanation of it's like an upgraded Windjammers. I think you're really gonna like that one. It reminds me a lot of football, but like in the future, and the robots.
yeah,
I
it's
like
like it's
football,
its
I
own
like
little
future
sport
like
kind of thing. But
Man, have you Mutant Football League? What's the updates on that?
so no update currently for that. We're still working on that right now.
Everyone boo this man in the chat. Boo.
That's
Boo.
fine. I will keep my producer title this way. I told you I am tight-lipped. Zhang is the loose-lipped one. He'll let things slip, not me.
Oh,
John,
who slipped-
get in here.
Get in here,
Get in here,
John.
John.
We want
Someone's
answers.
got to be responsible.
Oh, that damn John.
Let me
His
see here.
secrets. We've been.
What other questions do we got in the chat today? What time are we at even?
Look at all those people booing.
Boo.
I love it. Boo, boo, boo.
You guys see
John.
questions in the chat too, feel free to click them because it's hard to tell all the time what's going on in my chat. Let me see here. I don't know, Papa Brad. This is unlikely. We'll see. I think we've let a couple things slip. You guys just don't realize it. So
You fools.
I think rainwater pulls into my winks too much that I don't actually wink. But yeah. Heavy cat. Let's go. What else we got? What other questions we got? Scrolling up a little bit here because I know I missed a few.
Devin Lavoie said Diablo 2 confirmed. Yep, he's right. Diablo 2 coming to iiRcade.
Let me
Well,
just
they
go
can't
talk to
wait to be a
Blizzard real quick and
necromancer.
just get him to do that. Yes.
Oh, man. I'll call him right now.
Nah.
Tell you what, next time I'm in, I'll call him on stream and we'll all just yell into the phone at once. It'll be indecipherable and they'll have no choice but to give us Diablo 2. It'll be great.
That's what I need. See, Trevor Ben's got a question here. So when I finished Retromania Story Mode, it said to be continued when I was supposed to enter the Road Warrior tournament. Any idea what that means at all? A download coming soon or something. I don't know. Warhorse, do you think that
Well,
this
at
is
the
an
end of the
Easter egg or
game,
anything?
they do it to be continued that because you would defeat Nick Aldis for the NWA Championship, and then they want you to go up with the Road Warriors for the tag team belts. I believe it's an update coming at some point, but I don't think we know when
See,
that's coming.
Dan got good at the game and he beat the game.
I played it on my stream like two weeks in straight and got way too good at Retromania, but
I can't get past Stevie Richards Training Academy. Clearly because I'm too good at the game. I can't
train.
Yeah, I can't. It's impossible.
But do you always play as yourself? Or do you switch?
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. No, in the story mode, you have to play as Johnny Retro.
Yeah,
which is what I'm trying to do. I haven't done the 10 pounds of gold chase yet. I'm saving it, but I'm still, just so busy bossing butts.
Bossing butts sounds way more explicit than ruling ass, just so you know.
Hey, watch it. I'm not supposed to be watching your mouth. You're supposed to watch my mouth. What are you doing?
Sorry.
This real weird good cop, bad cop dynamic we got going in this room.
Yeah, it keeps switching. I'm not sure who's who right now.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Just bad cop, bad cop.
We're doing bad cop, bad cop.
But yeah, Trevor, we are getting the DLC, by the way. When it's going to be coming out, not quite sure yet. Stay tuned on that. But yes, if you check out, oh my gosh, the Retromania pages and things like that too, they list tons and tons of updates on their own Twitters and social media feeds and things like that too. So it's always good to pop over there and check out what's going on with those guys over at Retrosoft, because they'll tell you more than I can even too, right? We keep good communication. Me and other Mike. There's a lot of Mikes that I talk to in my dev feed. But yes, so DLC has been confirmed for us. When it's coming out, not quite sure. And all the details that DLC is going to include and things like that too, wrestlers, maps, things like that too. Definitely check out the Retromania or the Retrosoft pages and stuff like that too. Check out their Twitter. Check out their social media feeds. You'll find out all the information you want there for sure.
So I got a question.
Yep.
Did you ever have one of those Texas Instruments calculators in high school?
The TI-86 and stuff, yep.
Yeah. The big thick boys. You know, you could throw it, you put it in a sock and knock somebody out with it. You know, one of those. Yeah. So, did you ever play Doom on one of those things?
I did.
Yeah, you know how you could so you could play play Doom on that. When are we getting Doom on iiRcade? Are we getting one of those?
If you can put it on a calculator, then you can.
Yeah, you can put it on a calculator. You can put it on an iiRcade. Come on.
Like a calculator emulator for an arcade machine? Is that what you want?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Let's make it as complicated and ridiculous as possible. I'm sure it'll be
We
fun.
want Doom on the TI-86 on iiRcade.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
And I want a link cable port so I can plug in other people's TI-86s into the
send you the
arcade.
games.
Yeah, and we can play together head to head. I think
like
we're on to something.
Mod.
Somewhere calculus.
Yeah, we'll downgrade the iiRcade. Eventually, we'll get to a point where we're just banging two rocks together, and that's the game.
That's what we had when we were kids.
Yeah. Back in my day, we didn't have toys. We just threw ourselves down the stairs.
Be a man.
Be a man.
I got another question for you, actually. What song is Warhorse playing through jukebox mode?
Oh, I love jukebox mode too much. I have been using that. I haven't had time to play games, but I have had time to use the jukebox mode. I enjoy the spaceship setting whenever it's flying through. I enjoy playing and blasting Megadeth, Rigor Mortis, Toxic. Those bands are who I've been listening to a lot lately.
See, when you said Toxic, for some reason, my 90s child brain went to Britney Spears Toxic.
No, you fool. Toxic with a K.
I know.
Ew. That's gross what you said. Shut the stream down. We're done.
Everybody had a Britney Spears poster in their bedroom.
No, they didn't.
Be a man.
Dan, have you seen jukebox mode yet too?
I have over at
cool.
Horse's Machine. It's very cool.
I
prefer some Little River Band of Rush, Kansas. That's more my vibe. But Toxic, yeah, great. That sounds great.
Yeah. And Venom.
Yeah, sure.
But no Poison though. If you ever get something in the mail that says Poison, throw it away. If it says Anthrax, open it up. There's good shit in there, man. We love Anthrax.
You see what else we got here. There's a lot of questions that I always miss in the chat too. In case you guys didn't know too, we can't even see half the questions. I realized when I was watching the stream last week, because when I watch the replay, sometimes I notice more questions that actually pop up on StreamYard. Let's see what else is going on here though. Anything coming online? Oh, this is actually a good question that I got here. So maybe stay tuned for more online games.
What is this maybe nonsense?
John, get in here.
John, you've said your last maybe. You keep this up, we're pulling you off the Friday.
Did you not know that stay tuned is basically my new catchphrase at this point on the show? It's always stay tuned.
To be continued right here in the screen.
I got to get like a nice video clip.
Let's change that to a can confirm. That'll be a better.
We can confirm that it is a hard maybe. It has been confirmed. Quick, hit the internet. Tell Twitter.
Kind of an interesting question too. So this is a long one, right? So let me read it. So is it theoretically possible to start making replaceable joystick boxes? Example, maybe there's a box that you can replace with the current one with a steering wheel, driving games, or a box with a flight stick. That makes sense. Yeah, I totally understand what this is talking about. Thank you for answering your Retromania question, by the way. Nice. Yeah, so sort of, Trevor. Theoretically possible, yes.
Wouldn't you have issues
for a couple
with your
different reasons,
sliding?
though? It's very tricky. One, right, because your main board is inside the box. So we to switch it out like that too would require us to make an entire different board for it, right? So that's not the best solution, right? So we have to look for a better solution than that to get that off the ground, basically. But are we looking for like extra accessories like steering wheels and stuff to add on? Sure, we're always looking for new features like that, right? We talked about this before too. So we're always trying to improve the iiRcade. Of course, we're not going to stop here. This is like, it's always going to keep getting better and better and better as the years go on, right? We're always going to keep improving. So we're looking into things like that. Is there anything coming immediately? No. When it's going to happen, though, soonish. We'll see. Definitely stay tuned on that one, too. Again, we're always going to keep adding features and new accessories and stuff like that, too. I think this is another one. There we go.
So do you care if I interject real quick?
Go for it, Warhorse.
So everybody in the chat that owns an iiRcade has assembled their own iiRcade. So you know how the screen goes in. I feel like it's not easy to pop the joysticks out, like the actual box itself. Every time you do, that screen's going to slide. So you might have issues with that, and it's not going to be like an easy transition or something that you're going to want to feel like doing all the time.
Yeah.
So
there's always ways around that too. Like maybe we can solidify this a little bit better, the screen, but we'll see. It's more about the components, especially. That's going to be the rough times, especially since the main meat, the brain is right here, right? So I can't just take out the brain and put in a new one, right? Because it's the most expensive piece of hardware that's in there. Let's see what else is going on. Actually, that's a great question for you, Warhorse. If you wanted to add an accessory to iiRcade, what would it be? Doesn't have to be technology, just any accessory you want.
Man, the speakers are definitely loud enough for my taste, so it's not the speakers. Maybe like an add-on marquee or something. I know a lot of people sell them on Etsy, like their own custom versions, but I want to see one that actually, matches the edge trim. Mm-hmm. And also random, but I figure it needs to be addressed. I kind of looked at the trim that's on the edge. Some people think it's a tape, and it's not a tape. It's actually you have a miter on the edge of the wood. It's been hit, and it's actually painted. It's not tape on the end of it. So whoever thinks that's the case for that, blow it out your you know the rest. But I would like to see an attachable marquee to the top, and maybe even some way that it syncs up with the sound. So maybe it like strobes or something.
Gotcha. So like more like loudspeakers, like I've got here right now, actually. But
yeah. I did that to mine.
Nice.
So I actually have two separate LEDs. One's on the inside, one's around the back on the outside. And because of that, both of them have different patterns that go at the same time. So it's always multicolored. The speakers are different than the back. So it looks nuts. I love it.
Nice. What about you, Dan? So as a non-iiRcade owner yet, what do you think is like the one feature that you'd want on an iiRcade? Just kind of looking at it as is.
I love the idea of like a driving wheel, just because I love driving games. I love old like Cruisin' USA and some of those old driving arcade games. So totally down for something like that sometime. But
is Windjammer's steering wheel compatible?
I mean,
I'm trying to branch out from Windjammers a little bit. If I get my hands on an iiRcade, I can play some of these great RPGs.
Do you want like a detachable, throwable like Tron disc kind of thing that just like with a wire that you can like whip around?
You could just put me you could just put me in Windjammers in some sort of virtual reality Tron type of situation. We can discuss that offline. That's probably not. The government might step in if we start talking about that too much publicly. But if we
the government's
going to
make
me a Windjammer, I'm in.
The government's excited we're getting Diablo 2 on this thing.
Can confirm.
Yeah.
This is...
that's a good one.
This is literally my number one, too, is an attachable just accessory just for a cup holders all I want.
You have the screw right there, and the screws are on the side. You literally just take and unscrew it, put the cup holder, put the screw
That's
back
so
in.
true.
We did it. Come here, give me some duct tape. I'll show you when we're done.
So true. Somebody actually did add a cup holder a while back. I think they used like a shower caddy or something like that too, and they attached it like right away. It was like perfect though. It was like from the dollar store too. They paid like a literal $1, and they had the perfect cup holder for their iiRcade on the side.
But it doesn't say iiRcade on it, so we can't charge $24.99 for it. So no, we're gonna put logo
brand,
on it.
baby.
Come on, think of the brand. Use your brain. Come on.
Let's see what else we got here. Warhorse.
Oh, wait. I have a suggestion.
Sure.
Now that we have jukebox mode, maybe a karaoke mode.
Maybe. We'll see.
Big brain.
Maybe we'll do a little karaoke later on today.
Maybe
I
was
can
confirmed.
show you how that works. So you can actually use Bluetooth karaoke going through the machine that you're using that's connected to the iiRcade Bluetooth. So you connect your PC to the iiRcade, and then you connect your whatever sound thing you're using for, like your mics and stuff like that. You connect those either via Bluetooth or via whatever system you're using. You connect that to your PC. So all the audio that would be coming through your PC is now going through your iiRcade instead. So you can actually do karaoke right now if you really want to.
So it's just a really fancy pair of speakers. I love it.
Dude, it's great. I love it. Well, no, I mean, think about it, because other home arcade systems, they don't have Bluetooth for them, and you can't set certain things up like that. You're getting a lot more bang for your buck just because you're able to hook up Bluetooth to the speakers and use them. Like, it's not just a game machine anymore. It's multifunctional.
It's true, yeah. You want to see the lyrics on the screen, too. That would make sense, too, Shoeshine.
That makes too much sense.
It does. Remember, Jukebox is still in beta, too, so we can add features, down the road.
You would just be standing there singing at your iiRcade, though, if the lyrics were on the screen like that.
My wife would gladly sing at the iiRcade all day and all night. She would love it. You got to sing like nobody's watching, and nobody will be watching because you're at home singing to the arcade machine. It'll be great. It's fine.
Well, that's the thing, right? This is an all-purpose machine now. You can use it for everything, every type of media, right? We're getting there.
Except holding your cup.
Ha! We can fix it.
Got him.
To the dollar store.
To the dollar store. Let's see. I see a lot of games getting posted, too, in the chat right now, too. Of course, Ready to Rumble Boxing.
I love Ready to Rumble Boxing. Confirm it.
Confirm it. Confirm.
Other seconds.
Ready to Rumble.
Too. Yeah. Wow. I don't know if this is an insult or just a surprise thing or not.
This guy's been trying to burn me in the chat, but I've been ignoring him. So that's fine.
Jukebox Basic. Will there be a Jukebox Pro? Yes, Mark. Maybe there will be. So Jukebox Basic, it's just kind of there. It's like
getting through to him.
I couldn't hear you, Dan. Sorry.
I said you're doing the yes, but maybe like we suggested. So we're getting through to you.
Do you like my producer life? This is what I do. Just deflect things all the time, right? I have direct answers when I can, but sometimes I can't just tell you right away.
Great
for
suggestion, but
yeah, for Jukebox Basic, it's literally just listing that right now for the demo version is all that's saying. So that's sort of, it could say demo, it could just say Jukebox Demo instead. It just says Basic right now too. But yes, is there like a pro Jukebox in mind? Maybe, I guess, maybe.
With karaoke,
it's really just the features that
maybe
are
confirmed.
From whenever the demo and stuff is done too. Whenever the Jukebox beta is done, it'll move into pro mode, if you will, too. Will there be other features that are added as like an actual like Pro Plus, essentially like that too? Maybe. We're kind of playing around with a lot of things for Jukebox, right? It's a new feature. We're kind of seeing how people are reacting to it and stuff, which is great because people are reacting fantastically. So we'll play it by ear for a little while. But it is still a new feature. We're still testing it. It's still very much in beta. So it's only going to get approved from here. Is that a yes or no? It's both.
It's a yay-bee.
A yay-bee.
Yay-bee. Boom, you just got merch. Shirts that say yay-bee. You're welcome. We're rich. We did it.
All right, we're coming up towards the top of the hour here, so we'll probably get a couple last questions in before we end here for the day. Any more questions for games you might have missed, iiRcade, Warhorse, Dan the Dad, anything you guys want to ask us?
Do we have any one more things? Is that a thing you do on your show?
I don't know. I've got a whole thing of Starburst over here.
You do?
I do.
Okay, see, I was explaining. Can you explain to Dan what exactly we're talking about here? Because he's relatively new, and I guess anybody that's joining us for the first time will learn what the hell's going on here. So can you explain to Dan in proper terms? I was using all sorts of gibberish trying to lay this out for him. Please help me out here.
Gotcha. Let me just grab one of these out here. So specifically, it has to be a pink Starburst for detonation. So what happens basically is you pull out a pink Starburst, and this sends a missile directly at the server probably. Really, it sends it into the lair, which is where you two are sitting currently. So that's our lair, right? So it actually sends a missile directly there, and it detonates the game, right? So sometimes you get hit, sometimes you don't. We don't really know. The thing is that
help me get that light down before that thing comes flying in here.
What's T-minus how many seconds we have to get out of here? What's going on?
Wars, I forgot to actually pass you on before. I should have given you guys Starburst in there. I wasn't prepared because
I was too busy running around.
I
was too busy, telling you guys how late I was.
Send Jong in with some Starburst.
Jong!
It's fine.
It's too late.
It's fine.
The damage is done. Hey, you can't eat that
I've already
yet.
eaten my Starburst, and we've talked about detonation. And since Skullboy was already planned for release, people just didn't realize that I actually detonated Skullboy like an hour ago when the show started. It's actually been on the store this whole time.
Whoa! You can't. Can he do that?
I don't know.
Surprise.
I'm new. You tell me.
Surprise
I don't think
detonation.
you can do that.
That's what just went on right now.
I don't think that's allowed. Is that? Well, it's too late now.
Really? I didn't have time to plan, but yes. Wait, did he just ate the detonator? I did just eat the detonator. Again, because Skullboy's been detonated. Just nobody realizes this whole time.
Well, congratulations. We did it. We survived
We
another
got
missile launch.
You survived. The missile never hit when you got here. So that's literally right when you got here is actually when I pushed the button. So
I had to swim around some potholes to get here. Maybe one of them was a crater from the missile.
No, that's just North Chicago for you.
Yeah. You drive through them because you're a man.
Be a man.
Be a man. Drive through the pothole.
Prince Malcolm, let's see. Hosting a trivia-based game show online. I don't know, maybe.
Prince Malcolm always has the good suggestions, man. I'm telling you. That dude is on it.
And Prince
He's
talks
here
to a
every
heck of a lot of
stream
people.
I jump in on. He's here and he's asking good stuff. Love it.
All right, guys. So we got time for let's go 2 more questions before we call it a day because I actually have to get back to work too. Let's see. Any last questions? Let me scroll through this chat here because I know I missed some. Oh my goodness. I've actually missed a lot of this chat, guys. I have not been paying attention to this chat today. Oh, here's a good question, actually. Can Warhorse detonate an additional game?
I don't have the gimmicks with me. It's too late. I can do this, though. Does that help? Do we do it?
We're good. You have just detonated.
Oh,
You've detonated Skullboy, actually. That was it.
I did it. Yeah, you're welcome, everybody. Another job well done. I knew we could pull it together.
Did Warhorse answer my question when I have no idea, Chris.
What the hell was the question? Ask it again.
Christopher, if you're still listening, ask the question again.
Please.
What's today's one more thing? There's no one more thing. Zhang does one more things, guys, not me. You guys haven't figured that out by now, too?
What is his record now?
I give you the games half the time.
What's his record now? What was it, like 9 things?
Probably 11. I want to say it's 11 for some reason.
He's running out of fingers. He's not going to be able to keep this up.
Yeah, it's too many fingers, right? Maybe it might be 8. It could be 8. I could be wrong in the 11.
I was there for 7. 7 blew my mind. He dropped.
We just started
7
attacking
games in one
extra
day.
hands, so 7. Yeah,
that's how many.
I mean, with Taito we did
7.
a lot. With Disco we did a lot. Let's see.
Wait, you got to get a catchphrase for something. You need a catchphrase.
We already Yaby.
Oh yeah, we got Yaby.
Yaby.
Yeah, but that's not a fun like detonate something.
Yaby baby
thing.
Yeah.
Oh Yaby baby. Yaby baby. Bop, boom. Blow something up.
Maybe. I don't think that. It's only the 7th episode, right? It's still a young show. There's still so much time to
baby step. We're shaking our little baby fist, trying to have a good time. Goo goo gaga. Baby
That's
show.
going to be the new detonation thing for me, actually, too.
What?
He's being a real muscle baby right now.
I'm a big muscle baby. feed me protein in a baby bottle. I'm a big old muscle baby.
Let's see. I know Brad. Getting there. So Brad's lost power and stuff. He's been flooded out, unfortunately, with all the storms and stuff going on.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Here's Christopher's question. We got it. Question, what was me? To partner with iiRcade like he does. Oh.
So originally I got into Retromania, and I saw
literally got into Retromania.
I literally got into Retromania. I was inside Retromania. I was looking around. I was like, wow, this is really nice. And I was in the arcade arena, and I walked around and I saw the Retromania arcade in the corner, and I was like, wow, this looks cool. I could probably never afford one. I'm broke as hell. I hope they send one to me. So eventually, Retromania did a little string pulling and managed to get iiRcade to send me an arcade. And I started assembling it, and it was a really easy process to put it together. And then I started playing it, and I had a ton of fun. And I had so much fun that I started, you could take screenshots on the thing. If you hit the player 1 and player 2 simultaneously, you take screenshots, it sends them straight to your email. I started posting screenshots of a couple games I was playing and bragging about the iiRcade. All of a sudden, on Twitter, they reached out to me, said, hey, we'll send you some games. And then I started giving Jong some feedback on things that I enjoy about the arcade, things that I think could change about the arcade. Then eventually I had a show up here in Chicago. I told Jong I was going to be in the area. Would you like to come see a wrestling show if I'd stop by for the stream? Because I was already dropping in on the streams. I was trying to stay on the up and up and get out of here. There was a phone call. I was trying to stay on the up and up with what was going on with the iiRcade because I really believe in what they're doing here. It's a really interesting product, and it's better than, like I said, any of the other home arcades on the market. In my opinion, that's just me saying that. That's not the opinions expressed do not reflect the opinions of iiRcade. But I think it's better than anybody else's stuff. So I wanted to meet Jong. I eventually came in here for a live stream, got to meet Jong, meet the man himself, and then he put me on the floor and cheated and took a picture and acted like he beat me and has been bragging about it ever since. So, we're on a little rocky ground, but I do enjoy my relationship with iiRcade. Does that answer your question?
I think so.
I hope so.
I would say that answers it.
All right.
It's on a whole nother level. There we go. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we'll call it there, everybody. That was it. Remember, Scaleboy is available. It's been available this entire show, just nobody noticed it. So pick up Scaleboy if you want a full-length RPG. It's fantastic. It's such dumb fun. It's so good. It's family-friendly, too, if you want that. But enjoy wearing all the outfits. Get your top hat. You can get your top hat. It's fantastic. In case you didn't know, there's cosmetic hats in this game that you just collect for no real reason except to look fancy. So
that's what phenomenal. Life's all about, is just looking cool,
Yeah,
cool
perfect.
I'm a big hat guy.
He's a big hat guy. I'm a big hat guy.
This was the fashion show today. I'm telling you. This is all about fashion today.
Do a little turn
all
on
right.
the catwalk.
But with that, guys, we'll start to play you out. Any last words from Warhorse or Dan the Dad?
Any last words? Ha, got him. Those are my last words. You want to plug your stream?
So I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays around 4:30 Central Time. Thanks, Dan the Dad. You can find me on Twitch or on Twitter and Instagram also at Thanks Dan the Dad. So check it out for some game stuff. We also play some tabletop games and then also talk wrestling for the most part. So if you're into wrestling, check it out. And that's sometimes awesome. me and Warhorse play each other in some N64, and that gets pretty heated. So.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, we talk a lot of smack.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And with that, remember too, guys, one last thing. Sale ends on Monday, on Labor Day. So if anybody is on the fence about picking up a system, now is the time, because we do not know when you're going to get another sale again. $100 off right now, plus free shipping. Can't beat it. For the quality especially, you're not going to beat it. I guarantee it. So keep in mind, the weekend, this is it. Buy it before Monday. It's gone. We don't know if there's going to be a holiday sale. I can't promise you anything on that one too. With that said, have a great night.
Oh my goodness, what is this? All I see is rotten flesh. Who is there to save us now? It's a skeleton. racer. I can slash your enemy and wear the faces.
Wait a sec, that's super gross.
Why not wear a dragon stand?
Alright, guilty pie to pay. Please!
Necromancer fell in love. The princess couldn't fall off. So he summoned all of them to dance for attention. Can you feel the tension? Grab a weapon, kick somebody's head off. A giant ancient submarine emerging from the ocean. Natural gears and solid pipes, sea stall motion. Random generated floors, full of loot and jewels. Conquer new environments, fight with new amazing tools.
Man, this game got really hard. Can someone help me out here?
Yes, I can. I'll lend a hand. Your friends enjoy the action. Common satisfaction. Grab two weapons, kick my butts and say no more.
Again!
Moving on to other stuff. A fresh and brand new story. The timeline has been meddled with. A ballroom of good super sorry. Evil kingdoms been destroyed by the undead hero. No one there to save them all. Populations less than zero. Be the hero once again in this nightmarish kingdom.
One more thing we want to add. Ahora también puedo hablar español.
All of this awaits discovery.
Señor!
Dum, da, da, dum, 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 dum.